What's going on, guys? Prodigy here, and today we're going to be talking about getting noticed in school, about doing YouTube. Now, I just want to go and say this has happened a few times, and this is going to be not just one story, but just a bunch of little mini stories that have to do with being found out about doing YouTube. And in this video, I don't mean to feel or make it seem like I'm all high and mighty, like, oh, I'm a big YouTuber getting noticed in school or anything like that. I mean, to be honest, I'm actually kind of a fairly smallish YouTuber. I know people with that have like 100 subs might be kind of mad at me saying that, but if considering like the amount of other people on YouTube and how many more people that have like more subscribers than me, there's actually quite a bit. However, I do have quite a a nice following on YouTube. I'm about to reach 2K currently, so at this current time, it's kind of I have a pretty decent following. So anyways, let's get right into the video. So basically, a few times in school I've been noticed, and don't get me wrong, I don't think anybody has really found out about me from YouTube directly. Because what happened is, during middle school, I told, a few friends that I did YouTube and everything, and then, I'm in high school now. Well, I mean, I've been in high school for 3 years now, but, basically, they remembered that I did YouTube and everything back then, and to be honest, my videos were pretty shit back in 2012. I used Bandicam to go and record, and it wasn't even in HD, it was in, like, the lowest quality, and I had, like, a really crappy microphone, and I didn't know how to edit whatsoever. Like, I literally just, whatever the video was, I just kind of smashed it together, and, I don't even know what I used. I used, like, Camtasia Studios or something to go and edit it, which is pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. But even, like, I don't know, then I didn't even really edit my videos. I don't really even know how I made them, and, like, even sometimes, like, the audio and the video would be out of sync. So, anyways, jumping back to the topic here. Getting noticed though, I've told a few people that I did YouTube, and that's how people knew that I did YouTube. But I only told a few friends. I didn't really tell everybody that I passed. It's like, hey, I make YouTube videos. I didn't go and say that to everybody that I go and pass or anything like that. And I only told like a few people. But during high school, a few people were like, hey, yo, you do YouTube, how much money do you make, and just, like, everything like that. Like, I hate getting those questions, like, how much money do you make, how much this, and then, like, at the end, they're like, oh, man, I want to go and do YouTube as well, I want to go and make videos as well, and become a YouTuber, and all this other stuff, and then they, like, ask you for help, and honestly, it's just kind of a little annoying. I mean, the thing is, when I collab with people on YouTube, usually if they ask me to collab, I don't really, like, do it. I mean, it depends on the situation. If I genuinely feel like they're a good person and they're not just trying to go and like use me for views and stuff like that, then of course I'll go and like think about it. If they're like, usually the best way to go and collab with me is just to be one of my friends. Like, I don't know if you've seen, I have done a few videos with friends and stuff, so the best way to go and collab with me is just to go and talk to me personally, and that's how you go and end up doing that. But if you just like care about subscribers and views, then I don't really end up collabing. So usually when people at school like ask me about like to collab and stuff, I just kind of be like, oh yeah, okay, and low-key I'm just gonna go home and not say anything. But anyways, continuing on with the story, there have been a few times, when people come up to me and they're like, yo, how's YouTube going, getting them views, how many views you get, and stuff like that, and that's kind of normal. But recently, actually, a few days ago, I'm in the hallway, right, and one of my friends, he calls me Prodigy in the hallway. He's like, Prodigy, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, dude? And so basically what happens is we're walking to the next class, and then everybody that we pass in school, he keeps on saying, Prodigy, make sure to subscribe to Prodigy. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude, like, what? And he's like pointing at me. He literally told a janitor at the school to subscribe to me. Now, I don't know if he's watching this video or not. He probably is, but anyways, you know who you are if you're watching this video. And some people that are watching this video might actually know who he is too, because he told them to go and subscribe. Continuing on, we were walking in the main hallway. He's telling everybody to subscribe to me, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? I'm trying to walk away from this kid, alright? I'm trying to like hide behind him. No, he keeps on following me. He keeps on saying subscribe. And then, like, we're walking by the principal, and he looks at the principal, he looks him dead in the eyes, and he says, subscribe. And this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking ass dude just kind of just looks at us. I'm like, oh my god, I wanted to fucking kill myself, okay? I wanted to kill myself more than Leafy says it in his videos, okay? I wanted to straight up kill myself straight up with a knife, you know, straight up knives. All right. So anyways, we get to our next class, all right, and pretty much he shouts Prodigy across the room. Apparently I'm a hacker now as well, because I had a hacked version of like Pokemon Go. So apparently I'm a hacker now. And so he was like, okay, he tells the teachers like, oh, watch out, he's gonna go and hack you. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude, I swear, this kid is so cringy. The cringiest kid alive, new title of the video. But anyways, that's not the only story that's really happened at school. I mean, this kid constantly asks me, like, how much money do I make on YouTube? Kind of the normal, annoying stuff that you usually get asked. Continuing on, here's another little story about getting noticed on YouTube. So, last year, I was just chilling out at lunch with some friends. You know, they didn't know that I make YouTube videos or anything. I never really talked about it with them. So I'm just like, sitting there at lunch, you know, we're just talking about, you know, regular old shit, and then this kid out of nowhere, he's a little bit short, he just comes up to me and he's like, hey, you do YouTube, right? And I'm like, no, I don't do YouTube, what do you mean? He's like, your name is Prodigy, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? I look at him, and then my friends just staring at me like, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on here? And then I look him dead in the eyes. I'm like, how the fuck do you know who I am? He's like, oh, I don't know. I just know who you are. You know. I'm like, who told you? Like, what? And he didn't say who told him or anything. But I doubt that he found me from my videos, because I've only really shown my face like once or twice maybe, and a lot of those videos are like privated. But anyways, I might show my face in the future, but hold on, just we'll get to that in another video. But anyways, continuing on, he was like, yeah, you're Prodigy, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll admit it, I'm Prodigy, okay, I'm Prodigy. Because I wanted to go, and I was trying to figure out like how he knew who I was, and you know, he wouldn't tell me or anything. But then all my friends at the table, they were like, oh wait, what, you do YouTube? And they kind of just like surrounded me, and they're like, oh, how much money do you make? You know, kind of the typical question that I always get. How many views do you get? How many subscribers do you get? How much money do you make? You know, it's always about the number. It's not about what kind of videos do you make. It's just always about numbers. So anyways, I kind of answer their questions, and I say that I make around this much. I'm not really sure if I can disclose how much I make by my network, or at least in the video, but I mean, come on, who really cares, to be honest? But I just kind of gave them an estimate of how much I really make, and to be honest, it's not really that much. So it's not like I'm making a fortune off of YouTube. I'm maybe getting around $10 a month. I'm just gonna go and say that I'm maybe getting around $10 a month from the amount of views and everything that I get. I'm not gonna go and say an exact number, but I just get around that. So anyways, they're like, oh yeah, you're not getting that much for that, and it's just kind of weird every time I go and tell somebody, because they think that, you know, you get paid a shit ton for, you know, views and everything, and no, you don't really get paid that much, to be honest. But anyways, that's another little story that happened. And you know, constantly I get asked, like, by just random people in the hallways, like, hey, you know, people that kind of like know who, you know, that know about me, and they just kind of like, yeah, how's YouTube going, you know, the normal everyday thing. And I'm like, yeah, it's going good, you know, I'm just making videos, kind of, even though I haven't even posted in like a fucking week or something. But anyways, guys, I kind of hope you enjoyed this little short story about getting noticed in public. And anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to go and hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, go ahead and smash that like. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Prodigy is out. Peace.
Feel my heart beat like